Y'all know what we do here, man. It's the home of the heavy spitters. It's the home of the bars. Skills over politics. Connecticut's #1 rap hip-hop platform. We like to take time away from the bars every now and then to catch up with our artists and see what they got going on musically. Our artist today, she just did something special on the show, man. How long you been rapping, man?
I've been rapping since I was like 11. I ain't started taking it seriously till I was like 13, but I always been writing poems and stuff.
Before 11?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So those are people that's not familiar with you, just let them know quickly like where you from, because we from the tri-state area, New York, Connecticut. Just let them know a brief who you are, where you from.
Yo, Deetranada. I'm from Baltimore, not the DMV, Baltimore. If you know, you know. Yeah, that's just how it is for a home of the Y.
That's what's up. Again, as I mentioned it previously, she just graduated high school, so she's still young and still getting the full experience of this hip hop stuff that's going on. So everything that you had going on, you was on the TV show, the rap game. The rap game. Mm-hmm. How's it been after that? Like, what's the experience been like after you for that?
It get annoying, low key, cause like people like. I was 15 when I was on that show. Right. I'm going on 18 now. Right. I'm almost 18. Right. And like people still talk about it. And I feel like I'm grateful for the opportunity I had, but I got Instagram followers from it. Right. Got a little clout. Right. That's it. Like it was cool for real, but like I don't know, like I guess humble beginnings, I guess, but like we moved past that. You know?
How's it been? So you were in high school when that was happening, like all of that. You were still going to school?
Yeah, I was in 10th grade when I went. I had just got suspended on the 4th day of school for smacking somebody, and by the time I came back off of suspension, I had to get my stuff because I was going to Atlanta.
You a smacker?
No, dude called me out my name, so.
All right.
You know, I don't tolerate that.
That's a good smack. That's a good smack. I respect it. So your experience while you was going through school, that entire show, like, did people start treating you like your principals and shit? Like, I know people were watching it because I was watching it.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I ain't never had no friends when I was in school, so like, people ain't like me when I was rapping. Ain't nobody wanna like click on my SoundCloud link. Like, I used to play my stuff on the computer in the classroom. People like, yo, turn that off, yo. But like after. Like, I came on TV, people came out of nowhere on some, oh, she da-da-da-da-da. Nice, right. Like, I don't know none of y'all. Like, for real. It was just different. But it didn't really make too much of a change for me, for real, unless it was, like, the aspect of, like, me going outside. Because I never was a social person. Like, I was an introvert, for real. Right. Half of it was me not being allowed to go outside, and then it turned into me not even wanting to go outside when it was time for me to go. Right. So, it was, people was definitely acting different, but like, I don't know, like I just didn't know how to react to it because it was like, I don't even know y'all. Like, why are y'all doing this? Like,
that's so. How was it working with Jermaine Dupri? Because I know he was the one that put this show together. How was it working with her?
It was cool for real. I learned stuff about the industry that I thought didn't matter. Right. But it was a humbling experience. I'm glad for the things that I learned from that experience.
Okay, how's your relationship with Jermaine Dupri? Y'all still cool? How's
I mean, we don't talk like that, but it ain't no problem. Like, we cordial.
Okay, how is the industry as far like how have they been accepting you, or like have you been working with people in the industry? Like, what's that experience been like? Because I know after and then you being on TV, people going because you can actually spit. So being on TV and being on a platform, having a platform, other industry people are gonna see you. Whether they try to pay attention to you or like act like they don't see you, I'm sure people have seen you. Like, how has that been? Like, have the industry people been reaching out to you, like rappers, female rappers? Like, how's that been? How's that experience been?
The industry people different. It's a lot of cool cats that I'm cool with that are real genuine. Sage the Gemini, JID.
Shout out to JID.
It's a lot of people that's real genuine, but I've came across artists that came to me when I first came on TV, like, oh, yo, you poppin', let's get on something. Right. And they just went ghost. Like, like people act different. That's when I realized that some people are opportunists. They don't really rock with you unless you got something to your name. If you're talented, that's cool, you're talented, but what can you do to benefit them? And that's how people think, and I had to learn that. But it's a lot of genuine people in the industry, I guess. But I had to learn that, like, people don't really care for the talent. Like nowadays, you see it. Like people don't care. Like that's the last thing they care about. Are you cute for females? Are you provocative? Like what do you talk about? Like, and I had a lot of doors shut in my face due to me not looking this way or dressing this way or saying stuff like this. But hey, you live and you learn. People gonna accept me regardless. Like I'm not gonna change.
So let me ask you, because our platform is skills over politics. We stand for that and we stamp that. The reason why we actually reach out to you because you're one of the younger ones that actually can rap.
Thank you.
It's one thing to be able to make a song. That's cool. It's great. It's beautiful. Everyone's making bubblegum music. It's great. Feed your families, make hit records, whatever. But the balance in the hip hop industry for a young person like you, where did you get that? Like, where did you get that from for you to be able to articulate yourself, like lyrically? Because you do it lyrically. You don't just you don't just do that. Even what you just did just now, you had a little bounce to it, but you were saying some shit. Excuse my language, but you were saying some bars in there. And where did you get like what made you decide to take that right? Like, what made you decide lyrics like it matters to you?
When my parents first got together, they would collect CDs. Like they would actually stand in line for the Rakim CDs, the Fuji CDs. And growing up, I realized that there was a CD collection in my house. So one day, I just went through it and I listened to Lauren, I listened to Rakim, I listened to all these rappers.
Crazy lineup right there.
Yeah, I listened to all these rappers and I was like, oh, okay. And that really got me into poetry. And then I realized, oh, I could like put this to a beat for real. And that's how that came along. But growing up, seeing all these rappers like blow up, taking less time than I did, having less content than I did, it's so much
less
easier.
Talented.
Yeah, like not knocking nobody hustle, but it's so much easier to just But I want to give people something to listen to, because like I'm not just rapping somebody else's story, I'm rapping my truth. I want people to listen. That's just, I just feel like if it's cool to have like a fun turned up song, but me, I can be turned up too, but I'm gonna have something to talk about. And I just feel like rap, you just gotta have something to talk about. I'm not ready to listen to a bunch of nonsense, and that just really got me into being so passionate about my music, having so many people tell me no, having so many people tell me, oh, you suck. I was like, okay, I'm gonna write even more. I'm gonna get my vocabulary up and read these dictionaries, say these crazy 16-letter words just to make sure that I rap. And
yo, why? So this is like, me and my partners and my staff, we talk about this all the time. The young kids, that's the reason why we have our platform, Bars I-95, is because we spotlight artists like you. You know what I mean? The young kids don't have really nothing to look forward to be like, if I rap like this, there's something out there for me. That lyrical route, they don't see too much successful artists coming out of that lane. You see 1 or 2 J. Cole's, Nipsey Hussle. You see minimal. On the mumble rap without music, without substance, there's a lot of people doing that lane. And what I'm getting at is the fact that you still didn't care for that. You still wanted to tell your stories, tell your truth, tells me a lot about you as an artist.
Even when I had made a mixtape called Adolescent Song when I was 15, made it 5 days in the basement. I had a song on there called Want, cause I was getting so frustrated that people weren't listening to me at a point. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a song like y'all niggas, bro. So I was like, okay, oh there, walking, goes like being real lazy. And turns out that's people's favorite song on my album, and it really blew me. And I was like, okay. And after I made that mumble song for real, I was like, okay, I'm gonna see how I can combine this. But it gets discouraging seeing all these people that look exactly the same, sound exactly the same, saying the exact same thing, blow up. But at the end of the day, you gotta sit back and be like, okay, well, maybe they're doing something I'm not. And you gotta help better yourself. Seeing Kendrick and J. Cole and Nicki Minaj and them people that actually apply their pen, it inspires me, because it's not like they only pay attention to the mumble rappers. That's the only people for real that we pay attention to. Because that's, for some reason, that's the trend nowadays. But yeah, like.
So for you young cats that's out there that think mumble rap is the way, because there's a lot of y'all little niggas. There's a lot of y'all out there that's trying to rap and do the mumble route there is a lane for you to actually take your craft serious, take your pen game serious, because she's actually doing it that way. You got a lot of spotlight from it, right?
Yeah,
she
like,
even made it on some TV shows. You doing your thing right now.
Yeah, it's okay to rap. Like, if mumble rap is your thing, if that's your flow, by any means, do what makes you feel comfortable. But if you're doing a certain type of style because you feel like that's popular, be yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you're not genuine out the gate, people are going to find out about you anyways. So you might as well expose yourself while you got the chance to.
That's a fact. So now, who influenced you the most in your music? So you mentioned Lauryn Hill earlier. You mentioned certain names. Who influenced your music?
Right.
Or the type of way you rap or how you rap. Like who influenced you?
Really, like Wu-Tang.
That's fire.
Lauryn Hill.
That's fire.
Lil Wayne.
That's fire. You came from Lil Wayne era. You're a Lil Wayne baby.
And I'm trying to think. Oh, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
That's fine. That's crazy.
I don't never tell nobody this because they're like, but it's not.
Yo,
you combine all those things together.
So that makes sense to me, because again, I do my research on all y'all before y'all come on my platform. There's a reason why you spit the way you do. Those names that you mentioned, those are like heavy rappers. Like you just named some niggas that could really, really rap. You know, and like Bone Thugs and Harmony, they was about that. So it makes sense why you rap the way you rap. And it's not just about your flow, because everyone has different flows the way you flow.
Right.
You don't sound like Bone Thugs and Harmony. But you're the way you go about how you create your content, being able to put your lyrics together, it makes sense.
And sure, I listen to a lot of people nowadays, like Future and all them. Yeah, I listen to them on rap because it don't be turned. But
but your influence comes from.
Right, like I get the beats from the mumble rappers because that's what people want to hear nowadays. But the lyrics and the content and the flows is from the people I grew up on.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, the beats sound cool, but like, what are you listening to? If I go look up the lyrics and I see, I'm gonna be mad. Like, I want to look up the lyrics and really have to learn a verse, really have to make myself recite a verse because I understand what they saying and I like what they saying and it actually means something to me.
I respect that. You're gonna go forward with that mind frame.
Thank you.
And that's I salute that. As far as the industry rappers goes, all right, let's retract. I'm gonna ask you the last 3 questions. What project you got going on, and musically, what you got going on right now?
I'm working on a project called D vs Everybody. It's ready to be amazing.
Okay. Album, how do you want to structure it? Is it LP?
It's ready to be an album. My first album, Adolescent Swim, was a mixtape, but it's on iTunes, so apparently it's an album. But it's a mixtape, so this is gonna be my first album for real.
Fire.
Shout out my boy Stars. We working on something beautiful. Like, it's just gonna have. I'm all like, my name holds some type of weight, so I'm getting people on there.
Who you getting on there? Can you share that?
People on there, you know.
Can't share that. Management in the building.
Hey, look. I got a couple East Atlanta Playboys on there.
Leave it right under the credits.
But I got a couple East Atlanta Playboys. But
that's what's up.
Yeah, like it's just ready to be cool for real. Like, basically, this project is gonna be everything that I always wanted to do.
Okay.
Like, cause at first, Adolescent Swim was like a tape that I made because I wanted to like appeal to people.
Right.
Like, that was gonna be like my first impression for real.
Right.
This, I don't care. I don't care. I'm making what I want, expressing how I feel.
Right.
People catching all different parts of me. I'm experimenting.
Right.
It's just very beautiful.
How deep are you going? How many songs?
A lot. More than 10, less than 20, I think.
Okay, that's deep. That's pretty good deep. When is the drop time around? Do you have any ideas?
Hey, come out when it come out, cuz. Like, no, I'm dropping it this year. Hopefully during the summer. So people got something to bump to for the rest of the year. But it's definitely coming out this year. That's what I'm shooting for.
That's dope. Now, us as a staff here, we get like a sneak preview. Like, we gonna get the link before everybody get the link, or how you gonna do this? You got it?
I got y'all.
I got your management's email and phone number.
I a couple snippets you heard.
All right. Now the second question is, as far as like industry people who reached out to you, like, was there anyone that you want to work with right now?
Chris Brown.
Okay, Chris Brown.
He followed me on Instagram and he liked a couple of my.
That's fire.
He been following me for 2 years. So
that's fire.
We ain't talking yet, but you know.
Cooking it up.
That's communication right there. You follow me on Instagram. You like a couple posts.
You never know what happens. Who else outside of Chris Brown? Who else? Because other people told me about you. Like, New York artists told me about you.
New York, who? Who be talking about me?
You can't tell me when your album, information on your album, I gotta give you names.
Tell me who talking about
I got you. We're gonna do it after the joint.
But, it's so many I can't even name, dog. Like, it's so many. Oh, I want to work with J. Cole. I got a funny story with J. Cole.
Tell me. I want to hear it.
All right.
Talk to me. J. Cole is one of my favorite artists.
Dog, so okay, so 2 years ago, right? I was at the J. Cole concert at Royal Farms Arena. And it was dope. He had a segment where he was like, yo, where my real fans at? So I'm sitting there geeking with my friends, my sister, people I came with. Like, I'm jumping up and down crazy. I had my blonde braids down my back. He was like, hey, shorty with the braids. I was like, at the time it's summer. Everybody got braids. He like, no, blonde braids right there. Everybody give it up for my homegirl. I'm like, do he know who I am? He probably don't know who I am. He never said my name. But I was supposed to sing a song of his, word for word, but I just froze up. I was supposed to sing Lights, Please.
While he was playing? It's playing?
Shorty was a bad thing, something like that. Dummy. They put the camera on me. I was on a big screen.
Oh, no.
And people was screaming. He was trying to figure out why people was screaming that much. And I wasn't even saying nothing.
Right.
And he found out later on, and like the song, like he was like, oh dang, you ain't even know the words for real. So we went, and then he performed No Role Models, and he saw me singing it word for word, so he just started busting out laughing. But that was just a cool.
It's a hell of an experience.
Yeah, that was so cool. I was like, oh yo, he know I exist now, like. But yeah, that's one of the funniest things that happened.
That's dope. Before we wrap it, we about to wrap it up after this. Give me your top 5 right now.
Top 5.
You can mix it on what? No. Male and female mix it. Give me your top 5. Hip-hop.
No particular order,
Hip-hop
but my man's JID. Shout out JID. Tierra Whack. Shout out my sis Tierra Whack.
Fire.
Kendrick. We on 3. Yeah, help me count. Oh, Matthias Young. He my friend. I gotta hip y'all to him.
Okay. 4.
Endera. Me.
I always tell people yourself. They forget I always tell people like, what about you? You know what I'm saying? That's what's up though, man. I appreciate you making it down to the show.
Thank you.
By the way, she drove. She made her way all the way down here. She's a busy person. She took a time out of her weekend to come check us, make sure she do her freestyle for us. And that means a lot to us, you know what I'm saying? A young girl like this, she got a right head on her shoulders. She got a good management team. And we wish her, everybody in the staff, we wish you a lot of success. 'Cause we got a lot going on.